Underneath the southern skies of Georgia, we've got daytime baseball from SunTrust Park. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. It's Braves baseball on the show, and it starts right now. Mike Minor, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Stepping in, Starling Marte. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
Starling Marte.
Here's the first pitch to him. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike one. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And one batter in, the Braves will have to handle a threat to run on the base paths.
I know we're just one batter into this game, but this pitcher's going to have to be aggressive in the strike zone. He cannot consistently fall behind and give these guys 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, or he's going to have a long day.
Stepping into the box, number 23. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Started that swing a bit too early.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And gone up into the second deck. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Number 25 for him on the year, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Giancarlo Stanton now, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, there's no doubt they really need Andrew McCutchen to get back on track. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Andrew McCutchen. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lays off 1-0. Still only one out in the inning. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Line to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw. And he's safe.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Into the box now, Chris Davis. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball way outside, and that's trouble. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2. Davis, who's often called Crush Davis. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Outside, 3-0 now. McCutchen, the runner at 3rd. Santana is over at 2nd with 1 down in the inning. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Now batting, Mike Moustakas. He's come up in big spots like this more than once this year, currently 2nd in the NL in RBIs. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
1-2 now. With 2 strikes now and a runner at 1st. Do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with the sac fly.
Stepping up to the plate, Eric Ibar. And the Pirates trying to make this first inning even more productive here. He's set, and the pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Here's the 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. 3 runs already home here. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Francisco Liriano gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Ready now, Jamel Weeks. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, despite that loss last time out, they're still on a pretty nice run as they'd won 6 in a row prior to that.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
And a bunt attempt misses. 2-1. Hit back up the middle. Therefore it is Ibar, and that's the first out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. What's going to be the key for them today, Mark?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back. The
1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch. In on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
Right side, fielded by Moustakas. Ibar for 1. On to Davis, but too late, and they'll settle for just the 1.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Upton. One of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Freeman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 3-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Francisco Liriano. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Hit down the line at first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
In there, no balls and a strike. Grounded down the third baseline. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 23.
Ready to take his hacks again, number 23, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Upton's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They lead it 3-0. So striding forward for his first opportunity, Patrick Killebrew, and the confidence might be wavering at the moment. Last 10 or so ball games have been a real struggle for him.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now a swing and a fly ball here headed out toward McCutchen in center. And very quickly one gone.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Down the third baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Ronald Acosta. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McCutchen is under it, and the inning is over. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger Giancarlo Stanton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Stanton absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup.
Yeah, and I think the common denominator of why he absolutely hammers left-handed pitching is the fact that he knows he can't get beat inside. He has that split second more to be able to execute his game plan knowing he's not going to get jammed.
The 1-2. Bounces in the dirt for a ball. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Andrew McCutchen. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Upton going back to the track. A leap at the wall by Upton, but he can't bring it back. It's a home run. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen, number 36 on the year for him, as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
So now Carlos Santana standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2.
2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. On deck, the powerful Chris Davis. Now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Johnson over to his left, and there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Davis. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Pirates get a run on the McCutchen home run. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. The next to bat for Atlanta, Christian Bethancourt, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-0 the count. The 1-0. Popped him up. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Mike Minor. First pitch of the at-bat. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. The second for 1, on to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Into the box now, Jamel Weeks. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Grounded to short. Ibar has it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Braves go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Striding in once again, Mike Moustakas earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Brad Hand comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate.
Brad Hand.
Eric Ibar will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Four runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Skied into very shallow right. Killebrew is over. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. All right, now so time for the Braves Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who are having big time success at the high levels of the minor leagues. So here now is the pitcher, Francisco Liriano. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
How about it? Left fielder.
Here's Starling Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch popped up. Freeman waits on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, Chris Johnson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Chris Johnson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. A changeup over the inside corner. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Ground ball left side. Backhanded. Ibar throws to first to take care of him for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Freeman, a 6'5" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Marte has to cover some ground, but he gets there, and there are 2 gone. Here's Justin Upton now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder. The 3-1. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. His guys are up 4-0. Striding in, number 23. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Number 23.
Now here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball. 1-1. Popped him up. Freeman is over, and he puts it away for the first out. Braves are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he'll likely do his best to forget about today. So digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Stanton.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
The set and the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Short, hit hard, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. Here's Andrew McCutchen now.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his third knock of the game.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. So now Carlos Santana, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Stanton on second. McCutchen is over at first with one away. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Braves nothing. Stepping into the box, Patrick Killebrew. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. So stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That misses 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early. Then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Striding into the box, Ronald Acosta. He flew out in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A ball and a strike. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
That's got to be frustrating for the pitcher right there. He's well aware of who's having great seasons and who's having the tough seasons at the plate for the opposition. This guy put him in the tough season bucket, and he just gave up a knock to him.
Stepping in now, Christian Bethancourt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0. Down the left field line and deep. And they can't run it down. First and second now, 1 man out. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Kurt Suzuki will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only 1 away. Now this is on the ground at first. We'll see if they can get 2. Ibar for 1. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back to SunTrust Park following this. Luis Avilan takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 43, Luis Avilan.
Here's Chris Davis now. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Chris Davis.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
From the stretch. Fouled away. And Ibar will lay off that one. It's even at 1-1. Moustakas, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Francisco Liriano. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count. 2 out with the man at first. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends the inning. Pirates leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jamel Weeks. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what, you hear it all the time that the game, baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
Now a look to first by Liriano, and the runner will get back standing. Into the box, Chris Johnson. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Oh man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
The 1-2. And this one's in the dirt in time as he just gets the tag down. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the payoff pitch home. Grounder down the line at third, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
First baseman, number 5.
Digging in now, Freddie Freeman 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Next offering from Liriano will make an even 70 pitches thus far. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
In now, Justin Upton. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0. Grounded to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. But the recovery throw will be in time to first. A good job that time of not giving up on the play, and the inning is over. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Starling Marte. And he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. Upton has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting,
number 23 will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Pedro Beato is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. First pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner towards center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Beato has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Hard on the ground towards short. Simmons with a slide to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Well, now at the plate, Patrick Killebrew. He got on top of 1 and was a ground out victim last time.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. McCutchen going back, and this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and that is 27 for him 4-1 now.
Well, they're still down, but this homer right there might light a fire under the whole team. Give them a spark to climb back into this thing. We'll see if this gets them going.
The shortstop, number 19, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Ronald Acosta waits on deck. Bases are empty here, nobody out. 3 balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Into the box now, Ronald Acosta. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
1-1 the count. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With the 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
The 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton has a read on it. 2 gone.
The batter.
Digging in to try it again, Christian Bethancourt. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1-2. Here it comes. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's now a 4-1 game. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Andrew McCutchen. He'll start us off in the 8th. Now here's the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike 1.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Popped him up. Upton on the move, but this will land untouched. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. Pedro Alvarez will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Chris Davis will be next. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. He's set. Here it comes. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run shot for Chris Davis, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up. He's definitely going to be in a conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Up next for Pittsburgh, second baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Still only one out in the inning. The 2-2 one more time. And this is foul tipped at the plate directly off the arm of the home plate umpire. And folks, there's no padding up there. That's going to hurt.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mike Moustakas is sent packing for the second out of the inning. So 2 gone here in the Pittsburgh 8th, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Little flare out to left, and this will wind up a base hit for Ibar. So the 2-out hit keeps the top of the 8th inning extended.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single. You know, the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is a knock.
Stepping in now, Francisco Liriano, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Ibar is off at first with 2 away. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 6 and the Braves 1. Pedro Alvarez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 24, Pedro Alvarez.
Cody Allen is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Cody Allen.
Josh Reddick will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Allen, a 6'1" right-hander. He was selected in the 23rd round back in 2011.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he takes strike 2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. So with this day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Jamel Weeks. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
That's a ball.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Coming on is McCutchen. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Third baseman, number 13.
Digging in, Chris Johnson. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So that'll extend the inning and let Freddie Freeman come to the plate.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 35 now on the season. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch that time, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. But 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the... Bo Edmonds enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Starling Marte.
Leading out for Pittsburgh, the fielder, Starling Marte.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is called in for the first out.
Number 23.
At the plate, number 23. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First offering on its way. And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. And that misses. 2-1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Betancourt over to his left. And he brings it in on the warning track. So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this one misses now to the Pirate right fielder. 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. He's set, and the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
In now is Pedro Alvarez. Now a swing by Alvarez as he launches this one high and deep to right field. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 39 on the season for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here's Chris Davis now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Pirates played 3 in the inning, all coming on this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's the Pirates 9 and the Braves 3. Lewis Holman gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 16, Lewis Holman.
Striding in to start the ninth, Patrick Killebrew, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. 3-1 now. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. The 3-1 pitch. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Number 19.
So striding in, Andrelton Simmons. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. A pause and the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Moustakas has it. One there on to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Standing in, Ronald Acosta. Now the pitch. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Throw to first to be in time for the final out, and the Pirates have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Buccos earned their 119th win, most in the division. Francisco Liriano records his 21st win of the year. Mike Minor worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates. 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs on 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Francisco Liriano. His 21st win of the season. The loss goes to Mike Minor. He falls to 14 innings. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.